not in, or if the meeting is not in the evening, we will call it as TOD, Toastmaster of the Day. So this represents the same, meaning it's someone who is the MC of the meeting. So TME would helps to review the agenda, engage with the meeting guests to create the interesting introduction. So during the TME session, you will see later how's it done. TME would do 3 things during the introduction after the president's speech. So she will give a brief history about Toastmasters. Then she will also share a bit about Venus Toastmasters Club. Why is it so unique? Followed by introducing the meeting theme, because every meeting you will come up with an interesting theme. So TME would give a brief overview about the theme of the meeting for tonight or for that day. And the last one is to invite all the technical role players, the other role players, to share about their role to the audience. So there are only 4 roles where the TME would invite to give the brief introduction on their role. First will be grammarian, followed by the R counter, timer, and also the general evaluator. So these are the 4 roles that TME would invite to give this sharing about their role. The rest of the role is, in a way, by itself, it is already known. So normally they will not be doing any introduction on their role, because table topic master will already introduce during the session, the table topic session, what is it all about. So as the table topic master, which is the second main role of the meeting that will conduct the very first session, right? So table topic master would ensure every member in the meeting have an opportunity to participate. So table topic master would come up with at least, prepare at least 4 to 5 topics. So table topic master would normally come up with the topic that will be more or less aligned to the meeting theme. So for example, the meeting theme is about, let's say, healthy food, or maybe it's about, healthy exercise at home, for example. So as a table topic master, to align with the theme, you can come up with, topics relating to exercise. What you can ask them to name one of their favorite exercise, or what is their the most the exercise that they dislike the most. So it all depends on the creativity. There is no fixed way for the table topics master to arrange how it is done. It can be done in many creative ways. So the more Toastmasters meeting you attend, the more ideas you can get, you can learn, and then you can improvise that in Venus Toastmaster. So we would highly encourage you, if you have the time, since everyone is in MCO now, everyone is at home, you can attend any of the other clubs meeting and see how it is done. So for table topic master, it's important to invite those members that do not have a meeting role, give them the priority to participate, and also invite guests to participate. So at least guests would have the opportunity to speak during the table topic and also experience how it is done. So that is the role of the table topic master. And the next will be the speaker. As I mentioned just now, all of you will be attempting the very first project in Pathway. So this is where you will dedicate your time, your energy to plan and write up your speech. All right. So as I mentioned just now, usually there will be 3 to 4 speakers. So when your club VPE, Vice President of Education, asks for volunteers who want to be the speaker in the next meeting, so don't be afraid to volunteer, right? So that you can be among the first few who complete the icebreaker speech. So this will be really, really interesting, and you can always volunteer to complete your project, and always reach out to your club VPE to volunteer yourself if you want to do any speeches in the subsequent club meeting. All right, so these are essentially the main roles. And of course, just now, as I mentioned, all these would then be supported by the evaluators. So just now we mentioned about the general evaluator. In short, we call GE. So what GE does is he or she will oversee and coordinate the evaluation segment of the meeting and introduce each of the speech evaluator to give that evaluation, call reports from the technical role players, as I mentioned just now, and give an overall evaluation of the whole meeting. So general evaluator normally is a experienced Toastmaster, but doesn't mean that if you are a new Toastmaster, you can't attempt this role. If you feel you want to take up the challenge, all right, always feel free to reach out to some of us, and then we will be happy to give you the opportunity, or you can even play a role as a GE in your own club meeting as well. At least you can have the experience how to do a general evaluation once you have the experience at evaluation already, right? So this is general evaluator. The next will be table topics evaluator. So with any speakers in Toastmasters meeting, there will be an evaluator. So table topics evaluator would evaluate all the table topic speakers, and what she will normally do is identify, listen to what the table topic speaker says, look for the strength and also the areas for improvements. So it will be like a 1 minute evaluation for each of the table topic speaker, just to share what you did well, what you can further improve on. Similarly, for the speech evaluator as well, the speech evaluator will also do similar evaluation as table topic, but more in depth, because speech evaluator would give like up to 3 minutes evaluation on the speaker, because the speaker is attempting a project. So more time will be given in evaluating the speaker who completes the project. So the speaker who completes the project, you will give the speech manual and the evaluation form to your speaker. So not worry, we will share with you where you can access all these materials in the pathway sharing session. And then during this in the evaluation form, there will be all the criteria that is stated there, how an evaluator will evaluate the speaker. So it will still be on the same basis, whereby they will evaluate on what the speakers did well, what are the rooms for improvement, and what are the things that the speaker can further challenge themselves. So these are the 3 main evaluators role. Then the last one would be the technical roles. So technical roles helps the whole running of the meeting, whereby there are 3 technical roles here. First is the grammarian, second is the R counter, third will be the timer. So what each of these roles do? So as a grammarian, don't be by the name, oh, do I need to be expert in English to be able to take up the grammarian role? No. Grammarian role is basically to help the speaker and also other meeting participants to be aware of and how they can further improve on their language, and also to take note on how many speakers use the word of the day, how many use good phrases, and how many has in a way, recorded some incorrect use of word or phrase. So don't be afraid. This is also a platform for you to learn at the same time. All right. And what happens is, for the grammarian role, what you will have is, let me just see. Is this the grammarian? Okay, this is a timer. So let me just open up the grammarian. So just hold on, what happened to my Excel? Oops, I will share the worksheet separately. Just let me stop share first. let me pick up the worksheet separately because it was embedded within the PowerPoint and then it has some issue with the technical. So let me just show you the grammarian report and then the R counter report. Okay, I can share now. All right, you can see my screen now, the Excel file, right? Okay, so as a grammarian, each of you will be given this report. Later, I will share in the chat box. You can keep a copy. So this would be what you would actually be referring to in every meeting. So if you are taking up the grammarian role, you will be given this report. So you can just put the date, you know, grammarian, you can just put your name so that you can pass it back to, you know, to the Toastmaster of the evening or the VPE to save it in your club, you know, Google Drive, so that you all can have a record. So essentially what grammarian do is you don't need to be an expert. So you can see in this template here. So later, whoever wants to play this role, the Toastmaster of the evening will invite the grammarian to read out what is her role. So this is already, there is already a script for you to read. So when the TME say, okay, now I will invite the grammarian to read out her role for as a grammarian. So you will then come on the virtual stage and just read out. As a grammarian, my responsibility is to record those participants who properly use the word of the day, try my best to record some excellent phrases and detect some grammatical errors and then provide my suggestion. Grammarian will also read out the word of the day. So WOD here is word of the day. So what is the word of the day and what it means? So in the meeting agenda, is in a normal meeting agenda, there will be the word of the day and what it means. And then grammarian will then encourage everyone to use this word as many as possible throughout the meeting. So that is the role of the grammarian. You will read this out when the TME calls you at the start of the meeting. And then as the meeting progress, this is what you will do. You will just record, let's say you hear maybe, you know, Angeline mentioned the word of the day. So you just put the name and how many times the word of the day was used. And if someone mentioned beautiful phrases, you know, like maybe they give some idioms or they share some beautiful sentences, you can also record it down. And if you catch some grammatical errors, like maybe there is a wrong use of past tense or present tense, right? You can also record that in and also provide some suggestion how it can be further improved. So it's pretty easy, not really difficult, and you don't need to record everything. All right, you don't need to record every single error or mispronunciation or suggestion. You just record those that you can pick up. All right, so don't need to be really nervous if you were to take up the role as the grammarian. And the other role is the R counter. So let me show you. So every technical role players will have this report. So R counter would have this report with her when she is taking up the role. So as an R counter, this is the script, right? As an R counter, my role is to monitor and count the filler words such as so, but, you know, and also some repetitive word. Very simple. And then after that, she will just mention back to you, Toastmaster of the evening. So as an R counter, you can see in this report, you can record the name of each of the role players and then listen to the use of any filler words. And then at the end of the meeting, when the general evaluator calls for the report, you will then flash, you can share screen on this report and just show all the participants and the speaker how many filler words that they use. So for example, you know, now let's say I'm talking, then maybe you record, I mentioned 2 times R, 2 times 2 times all right, so you can just record as each of the role players take up the meeting role. So this is the role of the R counter, the second technical role player. And the very last one, I wouldn't say the easiest, but it's also quite tedious because she needs to have the timer, okay, depending what timing record, I mean, you want to use, it can be your handphone or anything. So for timer, the role as a timer is, she will be responsible for monitoring time for each meeting segment and each speaker. And at the end of the meeting, you will report the time taken for each of the speaker and the role player. So this is essentially the timing report. You will put up the role, the name, the what is the time allocated, and what is the time taken. All right, so this is the role of the timer. Just 3 technical role players. So these 3 roles are really important in every meeting to keep the meeting run smoothly. And yeah, and they play a very important role because these 3 technical role players have to pay really good attention throughout the meeting, right? But it is really beneficial because as you do this, it will improve in terms of your language, and it will also improve in terms of your time management if you are the timer, to make sure that people don't overrun, right? So these are the 3 technical roles that you can take up during the club meeting. Then this slide shows additional meeting roles. It's not mandatory, it's not compulsory, but if you have time in future meeting, you can always have someone to give an invocation speech. So what is an invocation speech? It's basically a 2 to 3 minute speech to give some sort of like, you know, an inspiration to the members and guests. So normally if you attend any forum or conference, there will be a keynote speaker. So it's something, it works similarly like that. And if you are having some humor team, you may have a humor master, or you can have someone to share what is the thought of the day. So this is just to share with you how some of the other clubs would incorporate this in their club meeting instead of just the standard rules. Okay, so that is the end of the sharing in terms of the meeting roles and responsibilities. So then I really hope for some of you who are new to Toastmasters, it really gives you some idea how a meeting runs, what are the roles that you can take during each of the meeting, and how it is done. So now I will open for any questions or anything that you would like to know. Anyone?
Huei Ying, I'm June. I have questions about
June.
those technical role, grammarian, R counter, and also timer. They are doing this for the table topic speaker and also the assigned speaker only, or the whole throughout the whole session, including opening speech. I mean, I just want to know.
Yeah, good question there. Good question there. Sometimes the timer only time for the speakers, but some they will time for each of the role player, which is advisable. So they will time for each from the beginning until the very end, even including the timer herself. So if let's say I am the timer, I am the last technical role players that will be called by the general evaluator. So before I start, I will then start timing, right? And then after I read out all the timing, and then you will say, okay, as a timer, I told 1 minute and 30 seconds, for example. Yeah, so it is advisable for the timer to time every role players because it's important for every role players to know if I'm allocated 5 minutes, do I speak within the allocated time or do I exceed my allocated time? So it's good for each of the role players to know and for the timer to record that.
Okay, thank you.
Good question. Good question. Any more question? Is anyone clear, or any of you still need any further, like clarification? Because I'm sure some of you may have attended some Toastmasters meeting and you may already seen how some of these roles are played, which is really good. But for those who are first timer, hope this give you some idea how it is done. Yeah.
Any question from floor?
Yeah. Any other questions? Another thing that I would like to share is, here you see I assignment speech because this is what my home, besides Venus, okay, my home club is ITC Bintang. So don't be like, in a way, find it funny. How come some clubs do table topic first, then only followed by the assignment speaker? Why some clubs starts with the assignment speaker first, followed by the table topic? So there is no right or wrong. All right, if the exco and the club members, we can all decide how you want it to be done, because in Toastmasters meeting, the format goes by, is they call it PIE, P-I-E. The PIE, so PIE, you start off with the prepared speeches, then I is the impromptu speeches, then E is the evaluation, which is why some clubs start off with the prepared speeches first, followed by the impromptu, then evaluation. So there is no right or wrong. If you all want to start off with the assignment speaker first, it is also perfectly fine. So club ESCO and also members, you can give your suggestions how you want the meeting flow to run. It can be table topic first and assignment speaker comes after that, or it can be the assignment speaker first and table topic comes after that. So anyway will also work, and the evaluation will always be the third segment, the last segment. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you so much for you.
Any other questions? Let me just stop share so at least you all can see everyone here. All right. Any questions that you all will have? Okay. If no questions, then this comes the very interesting part. All right. We try to give all of you more time to run the meeting, the very first Venus Toastmasters Club meeting. So now we would like to open up the the floor for fellow members to take up the technical role players. And Angeline already mentioned in the chat, if you all would want to take up the technical role players, come on, give it a try. Anyone would want to, volunteer yourself to be the grammarian, the R counter, as well as the timer?
Everyone is so quiet.
Yeah, come.
Any volunteer to take up the role for later session?
Don't be shy.
Yeah, I think we have 3 rows open. Maybe you
Yes.
can zoom bigger the slide. Wisan, help to zoom bigger. So we have 21 today. We have 21 guests and members both joining the club tonight. So probably we can have someone to volunteer to be the grammarian and one person to be R counter and also one person to be the timer. Anyone?
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Christine here. I can be the timer.
Sure. Thank you. Christine will be the timer. Risan.
Yeah. Watch out on the chat box. I will share all this document with all of you. Yeah.
So we have 2 more rows to fill, grammarian and R counter. Anyone?
Any volunteers?
Don't be shy.
Yes. Maybe we just pick them up. Is that okay?
Hi, I'm Alison. I think I can try to be the R counter.
Alison. Okay. Thank you, Alison.
So we are left with the grammarian, right? Like I mentioned, don't be afraid. You don't need to be an English expert to be the grammarian.
Maybe we just pick someone with the name of M, starting M. Just random.
M, who has the name starting with M?
Well, there are no volunteers. I don't mind doing it. I just thought to give opportunity for members and guests.
Okay, Michelle. Yay.
Thank you.
I seem to have problems sending this in the chat box. If you all don't mind, I would share the documents in the WhatsApp group. Then you all can download from there. Would that be all right? Okay, I will share for the timing for the timer. This is what I will share with you the virtual background. So what you need to do is to just flash the background once the members has reached. So I think when you just need to flash this, I will say perhaps for this time around, you just need to do this for the table topics. So table topics at 1 minute, you will flash the green as what you are seeing now, and then at 1 minute 30 seconds, you will flash the yellow, and then at 2 minutes, you will flash the red. Okay, so this is for the table topic speaker. For the icebreaker speaker, you will flash the green at 4 minutes, the yellow at and the red at 6 minutes, because as the table topic speaker, she is given 6 minutes for for the icebreaker speech. She is given 6 minutes, and for the icebreaker table topic speaker is given 2 minutes. So that will be the timing, right? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So I think with that, let's now switch on our camera. Before we go for like a 5 minutes break, let's just take a camera of all of us here tonight. We will take another one, I think, later, because I see maybe some may be joining later at 9 o'clock. So we can take one first. Just switch on your camera. All right, I will then share it in the group later. Show your pretty faces. Amy, Stephanie, and Connie, would you like to switch on your camera? Yeah. How about Stephanie and Connie? All right, maybe later they won't be so shy. Okay, so all right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. All right, nice. So I will share this in the group later. If more people join after this, we will take one more, right? So I think now let's take, maybe we come back at 8:55. Now it's 8:48. Let's come back at 8:55. We take a 7 minutes break. So you can use the washroom and also, maybe grab some drink and things like that. Cool?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
see you back at 8:55.
Risan, I've just sent you message again. Did you see my message?
Wait lah, wait lah.
Okay.
Are you keeping your savings in fixed deposit because it is?
Listen, are you on video, on music?
Yeah, I'm not opening the music. Where's my file?
Yeah, can hear the music. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. I think Michelle is asking you questions, asking for some information.
Yes, yes. Sending.
Okay.
Sending. Coming. On the way. Transmitting.
Queen, just to confirm, later when I'm an evaluator, should I introduce the speaker or TOE will introduce?
I think the TOE will introduce.
Okay. Yeah, because different clubs, they are doing it differently.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we'll let TOE to introduce then.
Yeah, they will run the flow of the meeting. I think it's easier.
Okay.
Do you mean I have to introduce them before they proceed to the evaluation?
During their speech.
During their speech, before or after, you mean?
But we will be doing the meeting, so it will be good to just run through with all of you the agenda for tonight, because it will be in a way your maidens meeting. So things will be a bit, because this time around you only have one speaker instead of the normal 3 to 4 speakers. So we will start off by later we will be having the SAA who will be just in a way run through again on the house rule. Then she will then invite Angeline to give the president welcome speech. Then from there, the president welcome speech, Angeline will then pass it on to our Toastmaster of the evening today, who is Yvonne. Then Yvonne will, after her TME introduction, she will then pass it on to June, who is our table topics master for tonight's meeting, followed by the assignment speaker for tonight. We have Risan, who will be doing her icebreaker speech, then followed by the general evaluator session after that. So I will be the general evaluator for tonight's meeting. So I will be evaluating the whole meetings for tonight. So now, without further ado, I will hand it over to Risan as the SAA to just flash up again on the house rules. Then you can have the meeting started.
Okay, thank you so much, Huei Ying. Thank you for fellows Toastmaster members to attend the meeting this evening. Welcome all of you here. I'm Risan. Okay, so we will start with a simple house rules here. For over this meeting, please make sure that when you are not in speaking or talking mode, please mute yourself. And also, we'll welcome you all to share your videos so that you can have an interaction and with us over this meeting. And during during this meeting, you are feel free to use the chat box, or even you give response by reaction with us, like give a love icon to us, give a smile, or even clap your hand over the session. Yeah, thank you, Huing. I saw your love. Okay, then just remember, over the session, we will make sure that we all are in a muted situation, but please also to help others by encourage them to get involved more in the speaking. So that's it from my side, and I would like to next I would like to introduce our president, and invite Miss Angeline to have the president welcome speech, because this is our first meeting for Venus Toastmaster Club. Let's us have a warm love icon to Angeline.
Thank you, Larissa. Thanks, Huei Ying, for that. All right. Very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Venus Toastmaster Club. This is our very first women club in District 51. And of course, as the previous ladies have actually introduced me, I'm Angeline Lai, and I'm the president of Venus Toastmaster Club. Of course, on behalf of the club committee, I also would like to thank all of the women in the house tonight. I am glad and excited to see each of you making your time for tonight. So we have tweaked the tonight's content to be lighter versions from the normal meetings. And the reason being is because our club is newly set up 14 days ago. Yes, it is very new, and it's a virgin club, we call it. So for your information, our club officially set up on 19 June 2021. It's about 2 weeks back, and 90% of our club members, the majority, are new joiners as well. So our vision of this club actually is to inspire all women, creating a woman community platform, a safe platform to build confidence, to build awareness, and empower women leadership. So tonight, I can see that we have some guests and also members from other club members joining us. We welcome every one of you. If this is your first time clubbing with us, stay calm, be open, and enjoy the flow. You are welcome to participate in the session as well. And to kickstart tonight theme, try to make a guess. Are you able to guess what will be tonight themes based on my attire and the photos in the slide? Risan, probably you can go to the next slides. Yeah, so if you look at the slides for tonight, yes, make a guess. Type in the chat box. What will be tonight's theme? Come, let's put on your comment in the chat box. Workout, I see work from home, I see family, and I see work from home. Yes, you are pretty right. So let's disclose the theme of tonight. Yes, you're right. So yeah, let me pass the stage to Evan, our Toastmaster of evening. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, ladies, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Can all of you hear me? Give me a love, please, before I start. Thank you, thank you. All right, welcome to Venus Toastmaster Club, the first ever ladies club in District 51. My name is Evan, and it is my privilege tonight to be your Toastmaster of the evening. To start off our first ever Venus Toastmaster Club, let me introduce to you what a Toastmaster Club is and what do we do here, so you have an expectation of what you will learn in the next 2 hours or maybe 1 hour. So Toastmaster Club is founded by Ralph C. the States. Fast forward today, Toastmaster has existed close to 100 years for now, and it is one of the oldest organizations in the world. Toastmaster places large emphasis on building public speaking and also leadership skills of its member. So how many of you agree that public speaking and leadership skill is very important? Give me a raised hand, a virtual raised hand. Yes. Although we are working from home today, we still need public speaking skills to convey the correct message to our family member. Do you agree? We still need, yes, because when we stay at home, we often have some little bit of arguments, and we need leadership in leading our family, our husband, our children, so that they follow our orders and give us less trouble at home. Am I right?
Of course.
All right, so joke aside, so what is the difference between our Venus Toastmaster Club and other Toastmaster Club? So you probably noticed by now, Venus Toastmaster Club is a female-only Toastmaster Club. It's all about women empowerment. And have you noticed our president and some of the members over here, they are in their pajamas. I'm in my t-shirt only, nothing fancy. So if you just finished shower, you have a towel wrapped on top of your head, or even have a mask, feel free to switch on your camera because this is a safe zone for all females to improve on our personal development, at the same time being comfortable in our sport bra or even no bra, just being by ourselves, enjoy these sessions and care for ourselves at the same time. No one is here to judge you. And as we are moving to the Q3 of 2021, let us not waste more time in improving our critical thinking and also our speaking skill so that we can have more control working from home, okay? Let us invite our grammarian to read out her role at this moment. Grammarian, please.
Okay, give me a minute. All right, can you see me? Let me just make sure you can see me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All right. As a grammarian, my responsibility is to record those participants who properly use the word of the day. Try my best to record some excellent phrases and detect some grammatical error, and then provide my suggestions. The word of the day is, I believe it's balance.
Okay.
And balance means an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. Another meaning to balance is a situation in which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. But if you use balance as a verb, it's to put something in a steady position so that it does not fall. offset or compare the value of one thing with another to balance it, right? So that's roughly what balance means. And so I urge all of us to use this word as many times as possible throughout this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Grammarian Michelle. Let us invite our counter to read out her role. Our counter, please.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alison, your R counter of tonight's meeting. So my role as the R counter is to monitor and count the filler words such as well, but, so, you know, and other repetitive words. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, our counter, Alison. Let us invite Timer to read out her role.
Hi everyone, my name is Christine. My role today is a timer. I help speaker learns to convey their message within a specific time limit. Okay.
Thank you, Timer. Right, moving on. Now comes to our most exhilarating sessions of Toastmaster Club, which is the table topic sessions. For a new member, I noticed there's a lot of new members tonight. Table topic session is a session whereby you need to deliver an impromptu speech of 1 to 2 minutes. After you volunteer yourself, raise up your hand to deliver a speech. There is no prior preparation. And since our work from home is so boring, we want to have a balance of excitement, work, and family. So why not we volunteer ourselves, especially guests and members? I assure you, the next 2 minutes of impromptu speech will definitely change your life. So don't be shy that you cannot do well. As I said, this is a very safe zone. We can do mistakes, and with more evaluations and corrections from our evaluators later at the end of the sessions, we will definitely improve time by time. So without further ado, let us welcome our table topic master of tonight, Toastmaster June. Welcome.
Yay. Thank you very much, Yvonne. Hi, good evening, ladies and no gentlemen. So today, tonight, we actually are very excited being our very first meeting among the Venus Toastmaster Club. Being a table topic master and like our president, Angeline mentioned, our theme for tonight is work from home. And so this is it is not a strange word for people nowadays, all right? Works from home describe work being done remotely instead of from the office. So in many organizations has transitioned to this WFH duly because of also our pandemic. So with this, I would like to invite any volunteers to actually take up this very first speaker in our table topic, work from home. All right. Anyone? If not, I'm going to call for some volunteer then.
This is Annie.
Oh, okay, Annie. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Okay. Thank you being the first volunteer. So I'm going to give you some maybe a topics so that you can actually skew down into the area that you want to talk about. And it sounds like this. Annie, what is work from home means to you? And also a reminder, the word of the day is balance. All right, Annie, what is work from home means to you? Over to you.
Thank you, Jen. Work from home. Work from home allows me to balance my work life. For the last 1 over years, since March, I started to work from home. I have a mother whom I need to take care of. She's bedridden right now. She has not been bedridden before, but then she, over the last few months, she was hospitalized. And because of that, working from home enable me to balance and juggle between work as well as taking care of her and being a caregiver. So I feel I am such a privileged employee or very privileged to be able to work from home. And it allows me to even do my exercises. I have a treadmill, and if I go to my condo, I get to walk around the condo prior to working and not having to rush. So working from home is excellent for me, and I enjoy it very much, because what else can I ask for when I have such great balance between work life as well as office. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Annie. All right. So now that we hear our first speaker, and in fact, I think the timing is very well with 1 minute and so. So with that, it gives us more confidence to the rest of the second speaker. So anyone want to take up this good opportunity to warm up yourself? If not, why don't I invite Annie to actually pick the second speaker?
How about Mei Hong?
Mei Hong. Okay. Okay, Mei Hong.
Yeah.
All
Hi,
right.
everyone.
Hi. Good to see you, Mei Hong. Thank you for being here and accepting this the invitation. So my next topic is going to be sounds like this: love and hate when work from home.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Mei Hong, to you, love and hate when work from home. Over to you.
Okay. First of all, I didn't have any chance to work from home because I'm a physiotherapist. I need to go to the center and work. So if I work from home means that I will not have any job lah. I will stay at home all day long. It happened last year when the first MCO. It's a new thing for me lah. So I cannot work from home. So I need to have a schedule, a routine to balance out my life, so that I will not be so boring or stressed out, because everyone else got their job. They are like 9 to 5. They're in front of the laptop. But me, I find job myself. I have a routine, like early morning, maybe I do some workout. Then afternoon, I create some content in social media, start to be active when I'm not used to a new thing, trying new things. Then after that, maybe in the evening, I also will do some simple light workout also. Then some movies and dramas, like usual, to like balance out my life between working and my mind, so I will not be so stressful because no jobs, and it's so uncertain in this COVID thing. We're not sure when it's gonna end, and it's a new thing. It feels so scary. So try to have some routine in my life every day so I can move on. Yeah, that's all for me today. Thank you.
Okay, well done, Mei Hong. Let's give her some, I think, thumbs up for the encouragement. Well done
Thank you.
for the first time. Okay, so I also see that Jane has actually put up her hand to be the next volunteer. Jane, yay. Okay, well done. So this is your topic. Do you prefer work from home be permanent? All right. So Jane, over to you.
Yeah. Thanks, June. So for me, work from home I'm a HR. So work from home or working in office, I think doesn't seem a lot of different because I need to a virtual to a physical face-to-face. So for me, right, I don't think work from home should be a permanent because it meaning that the COVID-19 or the pandemic is not able to pass over. So meaning that from the very beginning, when we first started work from home, we are very excited because we don't really experience the time with family when we bring our work into our home. So, but now since the pandemic is getting worse, right? I didn't hope that working from home is become a permanent role or permanent things to be in our daily life. I feel that most of the people who are working out, we should go and interact with people face to face and resume our working life or our lifestyle back to very normal. I mean, I don't mind if like we have alternative or flexibility on working from home, but not very, I mean, we should. Okay, pass to you, June. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jane. So the keyword, whether or not it will be permanent, let's see how maybe down the road, 1 or 2 years, and see whether you will be working from home or still, or how do we strike our balance between our personal and also professional life. All right, thank you very much for this session. So now I would like to pass it back to Toastmaster of the evening, Ewan. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster June. Well, first of all, congratulations to all of the 3 girls themselves. So what do you think, Annie, Mei Hong, and Jane? What do you feel? I think it's probably not that scary as you think, right? Because it seems like a normal conversation when people ask you, hey, do you think work from home, would it be permanent? Then it's just like a direct response. Then you will answer it within 2 minutes. All right. So will you challenge yourself again in the next Toastmaster meeting in impromptu speech?
Sure. I think it is easier because it is virtual, right? Compared to if you were to stand in front of a crowd.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
definitely.
why. So in the future, we have to challenge ourselves more because virtual is always a privilege. Imagine you have to give an impromptu speech in front of a crowd. It would be more scary as I imagine. Virtual is still all right. Okay, so moving on, we are going to the prepared speech. Okay, prepared speech. Wait, let me check. Okay. Moving on, we are going to assignment speech by Risant. Risant, she is going to deliver a very well structured speech talking about her story. Risant, my story. My story, Risant. Welcome.
Yeah. Hi, Toastmaster of the day. May I read the speech purpose?
Oh, okay, sure. Sorry for missing out.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much. Risan, today she is attempting her very first speech in very first Venus Toastmasters Club meeting. Congratulations, Risan. And the purpose of this speech is for Risan to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. And timer, please take note. This speech length given is 4 to 6 minutes. That means you will flash the green light at 4 minutes, yellow light at 5, and red light at 6 minutes. And Risan can continue for 30 seconds after you've seen the red light. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Thank you, Yin Fong. Good evening, ladies. I'm Risan. Tonight, I would like to introduce myself to all of you. Can you all hear my voice? Okay, great. Okay, so I believe that when you all saw my names, I know some of you might get into this question. How to pronounce this name? Why so weird one? Resun? Reson? And even one of my colleagues pronounced it as raisin. Oh my God. Excuse me. It really clear that R-E-S-U-N, sun. So it's pronounced as re-sun. So maybe you're wondering why I get this name. It's not a common name that people will usually use, right? So even this name is not in my IC. My Mandarin name is Jingjie, which means it's splendiferous and also pure, a beautiful blessing for my parents. So, but you know what? My father is a Teochew guy. So when he go and register for the birth cert, my English name become Kim Cat. More words, golden orange. So it's very sad that I have met three person that same name with me, but they are all male. None of them they are female. So when people saw my name Kim Cat, they will always call me Mr. Tan, Mr. Tan. I was like, oh, sorry, I'm Miss, I'm not Mr. So I decided to get myself a christening during my secondary time. This is because of some of my classmates, they have their christening name in their IC. So, but during my our school exam, we need to sit accordingly to alphabetically. So, what I need to do is, what happened to me is one of my classmates, which is taller and bigger than me, she sit in front of me. So when every time the teacher they write the answer and they write all the formulas in the whiteboard, and you need to make the correction, right? I cannot see the whiteboard. I was like, oh, there's a big mountain in front of me. I cannot see anything. I need to go here, go there, but I'm blocking the eyesight of person behind me. So they was like, sitting down lah, please don't stand, sit down, sit down. I was like, oh, okay. That's why I decide to create a Christian so that I can sit in front of my classmate. But that time I don't know that my my IC name cannot be changed because I'm still young, right? So I decide to find myself a Christian name, and then I start to look for the book and search from internet. Agnes, Angeline, Kat, Catherine, all these names came up. I was like, all these names so common. I need to find myself uncommon names that people will remember me. When they call this name, they will remember me. Okay. Then one day, what happening is when I read the buku sejarah, I still remember it's from four buku sejarah. Okay. I don't remember there's words from Greeks or Romance, but I do read that they say that Ritter Moon is Ramon. So I checked the words and then I say, how about little sun? Sun is still the sun. So I decide to call myself little sun. That's how came in my name, Sun. So my name is Sun.
Sun.
Yeah, thank you, Jun. Yeah. So this is how my name came in. And just for your acknowledge, I have 10 years in working experience, but mostly in event coordinator, translator, and also I'm also a licensed tourist guide. So before the pandemic came in, actually I was full-time in as a tourist guide and tour leader. But during the pandemic, the COVID came in. I still remember that I sitting the first MCO. I was sitting in the house for more than 3 months without any incomes, and then I start to realize that I'm over stressed. I feel tension. I lost my hair. Then many symptoms came down, and I was being frustrated in a turn downing mode over the pandemic. Then that time actually I tried to shout out to ask help from others. I just get the part-time job, some cases online, but the salary is the income is not sufficient for me to for my expenses, and I'm so frustrated that time. Then one day, Winnie came in, chat with me. How was your situation? Everything go well? Then I was like, oh, actually, I'm in the frustrated situation. I cannot balancing my life. So Winnie say that why not you shout out and ask help from others. Then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can try because I got so many friends. Maybe they can help me. Then I start to tell people that I need some work, I need income, I need a permanent job. So luckily I was blessed that my friend all they came in very good to introduce me. Okay, this company they are looking for this position, that company they are looking for that position. So this is how I can overcome the pandemic. And I would say that I'm be blessed over the year that I've been survived for the pandemic. MCO 1, 2, and until now 3 already. I already familiar to work from home. And my next job, because pandemic situation so recent, my company just terminate me. But luckily, fortunately, that I managed to get another job in which will be started mid of this July. I'm still work from home. It's a permanent work from home job. So permanent work from home will be my next situation for my next job. That's it for my story. Thank you so much. Over back to you, Ewan.
Thank you, Risan. That your speech has a very good mix, a good blend of humorous and touching element in it. I believe every one of you enjoy your speech. Am I right? Can everyone give Risan a, an emoji, a love?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Thumbs up. I laughed very hard when you said your name. It sounds like Raisin. So funny. Okay. Anyway, I want to say that in Toastmaster Club, because this is a women empowering club whereby all women here are supporting each other. So in case if any one of you need help, like Risan, or looking for a job, I believe there's a lot of there's so many wonderful ladies over here. Just look at the chat. It's 23 participants. I believe any one of the people here, they have some lobang, or they have some ways to connect you to some other people and get you a better job if you are looking for a better opportunity. So just don't be afraid to ask, and in the group chat as well. Okay. So moving on, because we challenge ourselves in getting out our comfort zones to speak in our impromptu speech as well. It is time for us to get our performance evaluated. It is time for us to get some feedback so that we can improve ourselves from time to time. So now we move forward to the sessions of, okay, General Evaluator by Huei Ying. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening, Ewan. Really fantastic job there. So now, as the general evaluator, my role is to coordinate the whole evaluation session. And what will happen is I'll be calling out each of the evaluator to give that evaluation on our speakers for tonight. So without further ado, I would like to invite our first evaluator, the table topics evaluator. May I invite Zhao Tong to give her evaluation on our 3 table topic speakers. Over to you, Zhao Tong.
Okay, thank you, Huei Ying GE. So I'm Zhao Tong. I'm the table topic evaluator for today. For the first speaker, Annie, what is work from home mean to you? Well, I realize that this is a very good attempt for you, as you can speak out very fluently and confidently when the question first posted to you. And I also realized that you have a very good structure of the speech, as you told us previously how your mother was hospitalized and now you are very enjoying for your work from home. And very good use of personal stories, as for these personal stories we can relate more and understand you more, as this is our first meeting and we should take opportunity to let each other understand more about each other. While the areas to be improved is, I would suggest you to have more eye contact with the audience, and you can look on the camera more. If this, I would suggest you to put a sticker on your camera so it looks like a symbol for you when you are doing a speech, as we are doing a virtual speech now. So by having eye contact, the audience can feel you more as well. Okay, moving to the second speaker, Mei Hong, love and hate when work from home. Congratulations as well. This is a very good speech as you start by telling us how, I mean, you don't get to work from home, and I'll take that as the hit part that you when you work from home, and we can feel you how, I mean, and you tell us how you spend your work from home time, and you answer the question really well as you tell us the love and the hate part when you work from home. And very good eye contact as you can answer the question very calm. While the areas for improvement, I can feel that you are quite nervous when you are delivering the speech. I would suggest you to have a 15 to 30 seconds before you start the speech so that you can take the time to structure your speech. It doesn't mean that you need to answer immediately when the question posted to you. Okay, and the last speaker, Jane, do you prefer work from home to be permanent? Very good hand gesture and eye contact, I would say, and you are able to answer the question very confidently, and very good use of the personal stories to blend in with your HR career. While the areas for improvement, I would suggest you to smile more, put more smile on your face, as I feel that you are quite serious when you are giving the speech. Yeah, and I look forward for the next speech by you guys, you girls and other members. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zhao Tong, for that wonderful evaluation. And I really love how you structure your evaluation in the sense that you started off by sharing what each of the speakers did well in their speech and also give suggestions on areas for improvement. So really well done, Zhao Tong. So next would be our speech evaluator for our icebreaker speech tonight. So with that, and before that, let me just share with all of you here. In a Toastmasters meeting, whenever a member completes the icebreaker speech, it is a tradition that in a normal physical meeting, in-person meeting before the pandemic, all of us would stand up and give a standing ovation to our icebreaker speaker. But since we are in a virtual setting now, I would like all of you to just unmute yourself and give a round of applause to our very first icebreaker speaker, Risan. All right.
Well done.
Yeah.
Risan, well done.
Yeah, well done.
So without further ado, I would like to invite her evaluator, Yinfeng, to give her evaluation on Risan's speech. Over to you, Yinfeng.
Thank you so much, GE. And congratulations again, Risan, for kicking start your very first step in Toastmasters journey. The first step is always the hardest, and you are the first one tonight, being the prepared speech speaker for our club. Good job, Risan. I did not sense any nervousness in you, and I loved about your speech because I thought you are a born humorist. I laughed along the speeches, and I caught a few words that you use made me laugh. For example, your name, Raisin. And for example, the guy is like the tower in front of me. And another, Kim Kiat, golden orange. And people call you Mr. Tan. So all this really made me laugh, and you cheered my night out. Thank you, Risan. And the second strength that I discovered Risan had is also the body gesture. Body gesture, I noticed that Risan trying to act out while she explained about how the guy blocked her. For example, she have to move here and there to peep and then stood up and so on. With this body gesture, I could imagine better. Okay, that time when Risan is in the class, okay, this is what's happening. Thank you so much. And the third thing I love what Risan had is her vocal variety. I could sense the happiness and the laughter in Risan while Risan shared how she crafted or found her Christian name, and the sadness when she said how her life was so down when she lost her job. And finally, in the end of the speech, I could hear again the very powerful voice from Risan says that, okay, don't give up, just shout out loud if you need help, right? There's always a hope. In order for Risan to do it differently next round, I have an idea for Risan, that is to take note on the structure of the speech. I could catch there are like a few bodies, and I observe the timer was like having the red light on quite long. So for a speech with speech length 4 to 6 minutes, I suggest that to have an opening, body, and closing. So opening as in probably you can have a very quick introduction, what's your actual name, and the body, 3 bodies, the power of 3, the 3 points in the body. For example, probably you can talk about how you got your Christian name, how did you lost your job, and how did you change until today, another reason today. And then wrap it up with a summary. Example, you can make a impactful summary. When you are down, shout out loud, and there will be a new hope for you. The speech, make it more powerful and inspiring. Yeah, that's all from my evaluation. In summary, I love the humor in Risan, the body gesture, and also vocal variety. For your consideration in your next speech, I love to see if you can have a better structure and also the power of 3. Put 3 bodies in your speech, and that wrap up a very wonderful speech within 6 minutes. And back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, Info, for that wonderful evaluation. That is really motivating, especially for a first-time speaker delivering an icebreaker speech in Toastmasters meeting. That really gave the speaker Risan the motivation and also the determination to do better and also to excel in the subsequent speech. Thank you so much, Info. So after we have completed the evaluators who have given their evaluation on the speakers for tonight, now we will go on to our technical role players report session. So first up, may I grammarian for tonight's Michelle to share her grammarian report. Over to you, Michelle.
Okay, I'll do my best. Okay, for the table topics, I noted that there were for Annie Lim, she used the word balance 3 times. The phrases that stood out for me that I liked was balance of work and life, balance of work and caring for my mom. And in terms of, I did not pick out any glaring grammatical errors or mispronunciation. I thought it was very smooth. For the table topic speaker, the second speaker, Mei Hong, I noted the word balance was used 1 time, and phrase that was that came out very nicely was this: schedule a routine to balance my life. I like that very much. In terms of grammatical errors or mispronunciations, I think it's missing, many times it feels like it's missing the word or certain prepositions and things like that. So for example, there were quite a few, but the few that I picked up was find job, or even the order of the words. So like find job myself, trying new thing, this COVID thing, move on. So it's a very, I think we call it Malaysian English, or perhaps it's a Chinese translated directly to English. I'm not sure. So my recommendation would be to keep practicing, to keep coming forward in Toastmasters, to keep practicing listening to others. I would recommend reading and also watching movies, English movies, to help break perhaps the natural tendency of direct translation from Chinese language to English. For the third speaker, table topics, third speaker, Jane, I did not know any use of the word balance. However, she was very engrossed in telling her story. And I noticed there was also very similar to the second speaker, a lot of use of Malaysian slang. I think it's the slang. You know, for me, right, it means that COVID-19 cannot pass over. So yeah, again, how do I put it? So for example, if I use those words for me, right, perhaps just for me, keep it simple, keep it as simple as possible, you know, to avoid grammatical errors. Consider the use of plural and singular. So if it's singular, then your verbs come with an S. So like it means the COVID-19 has not passed over versus cannot pass over. So just various things to look out for. Again, my recommendation is also to continue to practice the speeches, to continue to practice the table topics. You know, stepping up to do these requires, you know, just keep going at it. That would be my recommendation. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to comment on Risan.
Yeah, if you have taken any notes, you can share.
Okay, yeah, I felt like I shouldn't be counting the word balance because there wasn't, and so I didn't. I didn't find any words on balance in her speech, or I might have missed it. So I'm sorry, Risan. But so I think mainly it was just you know, I thought it was very well done for the most part. It's just at certain times, again, it's use of a lot of slang words, and missing the conjunctions and prepositions. So, you know, and also simplifying words. So how do I say it? Like when I talk about slang, it's like, why like that one you know, so it's why is it like that? So keep it simple. More worse. So worse is already more. So instead of saying more worse, it's just, oh, it's worse. You know, go here, go there. So it's directional. So there's this what we call preposition, go over here, go over there. So some of these words to connect your thoughts, the words are very helpful. So again, you know, my suggestion is perhaps in a speech, you know, to write it out, to do the grammatical checks, especially because this is a prepared speech. My suggestion is to type it out, do the grammatical checks using the software, and then practicing it over and over. But in terms, yeah, that's it from a grammar perspective. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Michelle, for the very detailed grammarian report. I think you really did well. As I'm not sure whether this is your first time as a grammarian, and just some tip for you to, you know, as in your next grammarian role, if you were to take up this role in the future meeting, and also for the benefit of everyone here's, you know, tonight as a grammarian, it would, because you will only be having like 3 minutes to give your report. It will be good if you can just summarize it, right? Yeah, it's good to have very detailed, but as an overview, it would be good to just give a summary in terms of, okay, who are the speakers who have used the word of the day, and what are the phrases that you discovered, you know, what the good phrases used, and what are some of the words that you find that, you know, maybe not, you know, was misused or mispronounced. I think that will help to give a more concise report, and also to really, you know, encourage the member, and you really did well in encouraging them to improve further, right? So thank you so much, Michelle. And next up, I would like to invite Alison for the R counter report. Over to you, Alison.
Thank you. Am I supposed to share my screen?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if easier, yes, to just show everyone, okay, how many even myself will have be making some filler words.
Yeah, that's what I saw how the seniors did. So yeah, I thought of sharing my screen, but I need the host to allow me to share the screen, please.
Risan?
Can you try to share again, Alison? I think you should be able to.
I'm trying.
Yep. Can?
No.
Maybe you can make her as a co-host so that she can share.
Okay. It works now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my report. So for the first speaker, Annie, so she has 4 3 1 so, and 1 n. In total, she has a total of 9 speech clusters. And for Mei Hong, 7 in total. Jane, 8 in total, and for Risan, 14 in total, which is reasonable because she has a longer speech. And I just realized that as an R counter, I think tonight is a waste that I'm an R counter because I couldn't focus on Risan's speech. I really wanted to, engross myself and listen to Risan, her very interesting story. But yeah, I gotta do my job, so. Yeah, but by the way, I enjoy all the speeches. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Alison. Yes, as a technical role players, it is even though you had a huge role to play, but also remember to enjoy yourself as well. You can still listen to the speech while you are also picking up some of the speech crutches. This may be your first time doing it, but it's all right. It's perfectly fine. I think the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it gets. And in future you can just do it very easily. So yeah, good job on that. And our last technical role players would be Christine.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm the timer for tonight on tabletop topic speaker. So my report for Annie was 1 minute and 43 seconds. So for her speech, it was quite just reasonable and short. It wasn't over the time limit. So I think she has also able to deliver all the information during the time, which is quite good. And secondly, for Mei Hong is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Yeah, and she is able to also tell us about how she is managing her work from office, not truly from home yet, but I have to go to the office. So I think she is also able to tell what she has done, even though during this pandemic, what are the other activities that she is also doing it at home. And the last speaker, Jane, she delivered her message, her speech at 1 minute and 40 seconds. So for Jane, she is also able to deliver all her speech within the time limit. It was not over which is the red color indication. So I think overall is for tabletop topic speaker, I think you all did a very good job. And for Risan, although I think this is the first time that she delivered this story, so I feel like she's also very excited to tell us about her own story and how she was being named in the past, and she has lost her job during the pandemic. It was fine that she has exceeded the time limit around 7 minutes, because the red indication has shined for I think past 2 minutes already, but she's still wanted to talk about it, but we wouldn't want to stop her in the midst of delivering her speech, right? So I think just now our evaluator also mentioned how she can also summarize her speech, and also probably in the future she can write down in a shorter term so that she is able to complete her speech within the time frame. Okay.
All right. Good job, Christine, as a first-time timer, right? And it's really good that you also give an elaboration on the timing use. And as a timer, because the timer is the last and nickel role players, and then this is just a tip for future role players as a timer. It's sufficient to just display the timing that each of the role player has taken, right? And then I think in the subsequent meeting, the agenda will be more detailed because each role will have a specific, because today is more casual meeting since it's the first meeting, but in the future meeting, each of the role players will be given a specific timing. In terms, even the president's opening speech will have a specific time. So the timer would then time accordingly. And for the evaluator also, they will be given a time. For each of the technical role player, they will also be given a time. So there won't be enough time for you to share your feedback as a timer. So in general, as a timer, it is to inform the role player or the speaker whether or not they meet or they have exceeded the timing. But really good job. All right, you pick up the essential role as a timer, which is good. Well done. All right, so that wraps up the evaluation by all the evaluators and the technical role players, and it will be my turn as the general evaluator to give my remarks on the overall proceeding of today's meeting. So let me just start off with how the meeting started. I really love that it provides a great ambience because there was a soft music playing in the background. Continue doing this. This is a really great idea to, in a way provides a very welcoming tone to the meeting, and things will not be so quiet because there are music in the background. Really good. And the slides were wonderful. All right, keep up on the slides. This can be used for your future meetings. Really well done, because at least these were in a way give an idea who is the role or who is the speaker that is speaking. Really good. Keep it up. And I really love how you use the Venus, the female sign, as the background on your slides. Really well done on that. And in the for the presidents, during the opening remarks, Angeline, you really did well by giving a great start to the meeting, right? And you also give a very brief overview in terms of, what the club is, when is it formed, really a very good way to start it off as the president. And this in the future can be done by the Toastmaster of the evening, because as the president, just a few tips for you, because I'm also learning as a club president as well. So let's learn together. It is always good to share some of your personal experience at the start of the meeting that will be aligned with the meeting team. What is your own experience working from home? You can share some of your personal experience. And it will also be good if you can see some guests in the Zoom room. You can also invite them to say a few words. All right, so that will be good to engage with the guests during your club meeting. But overall, great welcoming speech. Definitely the more you do it in the subsequent meeting, the better it gets, right? Next, moving on to our Toastmaster of the evening, Yiwen. Wow, you did an amazing job, right? Very good summary on what Toastmasters is, and also a brief description on Venus Toastmasters Club. and you also provide, a very good, background in terms of the meeting team, how it, relates to, what we are experiencing today. And yes, when I really like, and also one thing you really did well is how you transition from one segment to another segment, and how you give your own personal opinion and also your own personal view after each of the speakers. So really good job on that, because that is how role of a Toastmaster evening is to keep the meeting engaging. Well done. And when you invite the technical role players, I guess you may have missed out the general evaluator, no worries, because apart from inviting the technical role players, it's also important to invite the general evaluator, because some of the guests may not know what general evaluator does. As for the other roles, like the speaker and also the evaluator, they would know the roles, but perhaps some they may not know what is a general evaluator. So it would be good to invite future general evaluator to also read out his or her role. And our table topic master, June, wow, very energetic session, right? You really keep the momentum going, by getting the members to, in a way, volunteers, and all the topics were really wonderful. That created a very good engagement, right? And one thing that will be really good in the future is also to, in a way, check with the timer also on the timing, whether you will have more time to invite some more speakers. All right, doesn't need to be restricted. If you have more time, you can have another one or another two speakers. So for future members who are taking up the table topic master, the rule is you have a given time, usually is within 15 minutes in a normal meeting. Of course, today is a casual meeting, but in a normal meeting, you will have like 15 minutes. So from there, you will be able to then, engage with more members and guests to do the, to do the table topics. And the evaluators, I've given my feedback, the technical role players as well. And this is simply a great start to Winners Toastmasters Club meeting. I would like to say great job to all the role players, to the club ESCO, and also to all the members who have turned up for in this very first Winners Toastmasters meeting. Awesome meeting. And I now hand it back to the Toastmaster of the evening, Yvonne.
Thank you, Huei Ying. Sorry for not introducing you at the beginning.
No worries.
Okay, so to wrap up tonight's meeting, I would like to ask how many of you enjoy tonight's session? Give me what they call it? Small firecrackers.
Okay, the small firecrackers. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. In the future, if any one of you wants to enjoy more in Toastmaster, you can participate more, not only in table topics and also prepare speech, but R counter, grammarian, and also timer. Small different roles you can take part to be more engaging in this meeting. Sometimes we can keep quiet in the meeting. Sometimes we give chance to people. We support other females, but sometimes we also need to challenge ourselves to have a balance, right? Do you agree? Okay, so thank you, ladies, for making this evening a wonderful one. It's been a pleasure to be a Toastmaster of the evening. I hereby sign off my role as a TOE, and I pass the floor to our President, Angeline. Hi, Angeline, back to you.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm happy to see tonight all the participations from the members. It's really impressed. Through table topic, I think we get to know more from each other about your own personal story sharing. Of course, some we hear that spending more time with the families, your balanced life. One of your members, right? One of our members also try to explore more new things because she have she's not able to work from home. Another one, like Jane sharing her view whether she believe whether the future are we going to be permanently work from home, or we have brighter futures to have more freedom, right? And I also believe that through the evaluations, because the whole agenda, right, we have our different agendas, role plays, through the evaluations, and together we get to learn from each other. It's amazing to see each of you in this meeting and able to speak very confident. And I also had a very good laugh from the ice breaking speech, the story on how Risan came with her racing or Risan or reborn. Yeah, so I think that is really eye catching and of course very engaging. So rest assured, this is really a safe platform set up for all the ladies. That's why we call it a Venus Toastmaster Clubs. So once again, I thanks everybody for staying up and clubbing with us. I hope you have enjoyed the session and give you some clarity and understanding about how we run a Toastmaster Club. So of course, sharing the next slide, we will have our next event. Usually for the normal club meetings, we will have 2 club meetings in every month. And the upcoming meetings have set up on the 17th July, Saturday, 8 p.m. We will post the registrations link in the Zoom chat. So we can encourage all of you to join us again. We hope to see all of you once again, and you may invite your friends as well to join the fun. Should you have any questions, you may reach out to all of us. Yeah, feel free to reach out. Yes, I think that's all. Good night. Happy weekend.
Hi. Can I request the ESCO stay back?
Davin, yes?
Yeah. So now the meeting is adjourned, right?
Yes, meeting adjourned. Members
Thank
may
you.
may drop off or disconnect. Guests as well, you may disconnect. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night. ESCO, please stay back, ESCO. Thank you.
Do you want me to stay on as well? So
Yeah, Huei Wen, we need you. Huei Ying, sorry, not Huei Wen, sorry. Yeah, okay. So is this all ESCO now? What about Stephanie and Connie?
Just wait for a couple minutes more for them to drop off.
Yeah.
do we have all the expo here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, amazing! All of you are here.
Yeah, Connie is our ESCO also, is it?
I think Connie, is it a guest?
Oh, okay, good. Better not to kick people out. So bad. No,
Great
just
job, everyone. Good job. Great job.
yeah, hooray, Virgin done. President. Yeah, Huei Ying, I just received message from this